found fascinating. The thought was triggered by Darren Hardy, and success is about mastering the mundane. When you can master the mundane, then you will get to success. And the reason that is true is because life is not full of exciting things when you're about to become successful. And for successful people, it's not about having this incredible life that is always full of exciting things happening. Because if you look at, and the example would be athletes, I suppose, where they get to success because of the amount of time they have put into practicing. And they get that because that's what they've put in all the way through, consistently, day in, day out. And understand that the fight is won or lost far from the battlefield. It's not on the battlefield that you win or lose. The fight is won or lost in the rehearsals, in the practice sessions, in the time that you spend preparing your mind. And it's going to be the same whether that's an athlete preparing for a race, whether that's you preparing for a business, or preparing to be successful, or preparing for a new year. What you've got to be able to do is firstly accept that there are going to be periods of boredom, and 90% of life is going to be boring. 10% of life is going to be exciting. That's life. That's the way it's constructed. And you aren't going to change that no matter how successful you get to. And your level of success doesn't do away with the mundane. The mundane is always there. So you've got to be able to deal with the mundane, work with the mundane, and accommodate, accept, and get to like the mundane. So that may be training. That may be going through all the sales calls. That may be the training that needs to go with your job. That may be the rehearsal that needs to go with it. That may be spending time every day in a boxing ring, on an athletics track. Whatever it's going to be, you need to fall in love with the process so that you can get to love the exciting times. For me, the example was flying, because it's a joke that all pilots will tell you, is that flying is 90% sheer boredom and 10% absolute terror and excitement when you have to implement everything that you've learned, because that's when the emergency situations come up. And life is no different, but you live through the moments of boredom within flying because of the joy, the excitement, and the exhilaration that flying gives you when you're flying, and the moments when you do see incredible things. And I was flying up to Kariba yesterday after the rain, when the haze has now cleared, and there's just a beautiful lake, amazing visibility, the ability to see incredible things, and then flying out as late afternoon, so the sun was starting to set, and it's just this beautiful reflection on the water, and it's that incredible enjoyment, which is maybe 3 or 5 minutes of the flight, but that makes the, in inverted commas, boredom of flying all the way up and starting to come all the way back all the better. And I've learned that boredom factor you can overcome by being in love with the process and knowing that that's where you hone your skills, and that's where you build consistency, and that's where you build resistance, and that's where you build the repetition for success.